CNN had it that these were rallies. Now they become protests. I'm afraid that by tonight they become riots. If we don't have the ability to stand up and stop this violence before it consumes a great city like Los Angeles, then there's no telling where this could spread.
The White House. All right. Riot Watch now. We got stuff to cover. Remember I did the Riot Watch show with Carlin? She talks about how this is all communist, Marxist, funded by China, funded by Russian Soviets. They're waving the Soviet flags. They want to destabilize and conquer America. They want communist revolutions all over the world. They're rallying all the different non-whites and whites around the world to do this. Here's a LA protester, says he's anti-capitalist and wants the U.S. to become a socialist country like the Soviet Union. Here's a LA protester to become a socialist country.
Leadership that we're illegal, we're undocumented, we've been here for thousands of years before you guys showed up, screwed up everything. We think we should organize together with the U.S. working class and fight together and create a better system.
We all want to unite and fight against the white people. You guys are ruined everything.
And fight together and create a better system. We're anti-capitalist. We think socialism does work, real socialism, not Venezuela.
Real socialism. He's literally doing the meme. We've never tried real communism and socialism. It will work, trust me. This Jewish woman told me that we're gonna have real socialism this time. They're using all these foot soldiers and useful idiots and brainwashing them and mobilizing them against the West is what's happening.
Not Cuba, not any of that. Socialism, we're anti-capitalist. We think socialism does work, real socialism, not Venezuela, not Cuba, not any of that crap that they try.
It's never worked before, but we think it's going to work this time. The Marxist Jews told us so.
Sell us a socialism, and we believe it would be a more humane system that will take care of most of all people's necessities.
You need to put us in charge, and then America will be more like Mexico. It's a total utopia.
Is there a country we can look to kind of model the socialism idea?
The only model would be Soviet Union.
Oh, a bunch of Soviet fucking agents is what these guys are. Oh, Putin's a nationalist. He's a traditionalist. He's not a KGB communist anymore. Who do you think is fucking backing all of this shit? Who do you think is trying to subvert the West? Yuri Bezmenov tried to warn us about the demoralization and the active measures. What is his name? Perestroika deception. Anatoly Golitsyn tried to warn us. Who's the other guy? Who's the old white guy? He was the one that you did the Yuri Bezmenov stuff, the old white guy. What is his name? Chat will know. He's still alive. He's covered this stuff a long time.
4 years after that.
The socialism idea?
The only model would be Soviet Union the first 4 years. After that.
Literally, almost all these people there are probably brainwashed with this propaganda. They're communist bots, communist sheep. Putin's going to save the West. Dugin's anti-liberalism. Meanwhile, they're promoting... Oh, we're going to get into some more Dugin, by the way.
In a mess.
G. Edward Griffin. That's who I was referencing. Right. Thanks, chat. Good job, Bio Digital Goblin. You win.
Sadly,
you win the prize.
There was
Gringo capitalists.
Bureaucrat leadership that grew out of that, but it has to do mainly with the attacks of the U.S. and all big powers against that system that was working. In the few years that it lasted...
Yeah, the communist system totally working. Ask all the communist Soviet bloc occupied countries how great that was working. And then you get the shills all the time. Oh, Putin doesn't want to rebuild the Soviet empire. Oh, we need to break up NATO so they can conquer all of Europe and the West and have their communist and find that.
It showed the world that it could do much better than capitalism.
Dude, this guy's so brainwashed. He's convinced that the Soviet model is what works. Yeah, breadlines, starvation, gulags. What else? No freedom of speech. It was literally like the worst. It was hell. Amazing. Amazing. What does this say? I think Russia has taken the internet over. Yeah,
we don't agree
trying to
with
unite all of these non-whites against European countries. Holodomor all over again, right? Member of U.S. military joined an anti-ICE protest in Dallas and said, "We won't be pawns in stripping away constitutional rights." You don't have a constitutional right to enter our country illegally. It's illegal. You can't you can't signal to the world that, well, it's illegal to cross our borders illegally. But if you do, you get to stay, and then we'll give you all the benefits and you can become a citizen. That won't work. You can't do that. That's not fair to all the people that do try to go through the process and come in legally, at the very minimum.
Obligation to say no and resist. We are not pawns for Donald Trump's agenda. Why now? It's because the military was called upon innocent protesters. We, in our oath to serve, we serve.
Yeah, communism was a dictatorship. There was no freedom of speech. There was no freedom of press. You get disappeared. You get taken away in the van. You get drowned. You get enslaved. You go to work camps. And this guy thinks, yeah, that's the model. We haven't tried it. That's the real model. We need to take out all these capitalist white countries and I'll have a communist revolution around the world.
The people
and he didn't come up with this shit on his own. He's been brainwashed by the left and by the propaganda and by the schools.
United States, the innocent protesters. We, in our oath to serve, we serve the people of the United States. The Constitution. These constitutional rights are being stripped and just denied, and the military will not be pawns to that. So I'm calling upon the conscience of military members who served previously and now. We have a conscience where the military was called upon.
Okay. I don't think so, girl. I don't think so. What do I want to play for her?
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Now, I thought this was pretty epic and funny. This has been the funniest trolling of the riot so far. What's his name? Alex Stein continues his running big booty Latina joke. Remember, he confronted AOC and talked about her big booty Latina. So he goes up to all these Mexican communists in their rally, and he says, "The big booty Latinas can stay." And he's trolling. I don't even think he really thinks that, but it's just funny. And they get really triggered. They're not happy about that. This little tiny communist Mexican dude, La Raza guy, that wants to take back all of California. He goes, count how many times he says, "Say that one more time." The little 5-foot Mexican guy. How many times he says it. Watch this.
Big booty Latinas can stay. Protect big booty Latinas. Well, I'm trying to protect them. I don't want them to get deported. Dude, I'm on your side.
I'm on your side. We'll keep all your pretty women, but you guys got to go.
Protect them. I don't want them to get deported. Dude, I'm on your side.
You say that one more time. If he says that one more time.
What I say? Big booty Latina. What are you going to do? Big booty Latina.
One more time.
5.
Big booty
Say
Latina.
that one more time.
6.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Big booty Latinas get to stay.
Just go to the back right now. Just go to the back right now. I'll show you how much respect right now.
Oh, I'm real scared. I'm real scared. Protect her. I want to protect all big booty Latinas. If she's a 9, she's fine. Protect big booty Latinas.
He's calling me out, but he won't go to the back with me real quick.
I'm not going to wrestle with 2 twinks and some fat Mexican.
It takes courage to go up to a mob of he could have very likely gotten shot or stabbed for this little stunt here.
If there's a taco truck back there, maybe. We want to protect big booty Latinas under all costs. Big booty Latinas. Big booty Latinas are welcome to stay, not big booty Latinos. His ass, he's got to go. Big booty Latinas can stay.
Who behave?
That's funny.
Who behave? Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's all right. Now this woman, see, this is what could have happened to Alex Stein. She goes up and says she's a counter protester. She says her family was killed by undocumented immigrants, and they all try to spray shit in her face. She's Mexican and beat her up, and she tries to fight them all. Look at this.
What was that?
Well, this goes on for 5 minutes of them harassing this girl. That sign says, "Worker struggle has no borders." No borders. They literally want open borders and communism.
Oh yeah, leader. What? What's that gonna do? Nothing.
This girl, you're getting sent back too, okay? Nice effort. A for effort, but you got to go too.
What? What's that?
Real tough guy. Yo, I sprayed Silly Street in her face, Holmes. Disperse mechanism, are you trolling? Jesus was white, stop dividing us. Please tell me you're trolling. Is he trolling, guys? Because you're going to be out of here real quick if you say some more retarded shit like that again. What are these guys wearing these military uniforms too? They're literally like, you white boys are racist, la raza, we're going to take your whole country, la raza, the race, the Mexican race. They're like waving their Mexican flags, but they don't want to go to Mexico. The worst thing in the world would be to have to stay in the country, but they want to wave the flags here. And then you got all these hypocritical Zionist Republicans in Congress like, the only flag to be waved around here is the American flag. They got Israeli flags in their offices in Congress. It's just such a shit show, guys. They got this little Latina here in her. What kind of uniforms are these? Are these La Raza? Like, he's got his little communist hat on here. And their logos, like, they're literally militarizing, planning like the race war and the takeover of America. RATM uniforms, Che Guevara hats. Yeah, that's what they are. Communist Cubans, right? You know, at this point, calling these people minorities is like not even accurate at all. We're the minorities. White people are the minority world. That may be the only silver lining to this. You've seen the rhetoric of like some big right-wing influencers now speaking out against more of this. Too little, too late, if you ask me. While they used to shame and slander and blackball anybody that was saying this years ago. And but it is, lots of people are waking up to it now. Seeing all this stuff happening all over the streets, seeing the rhetoric, seeing the imagery, seeing the clips, a whole lot of people are going to be waking up. But sadly, I think it might be too little, too late. Yeah, Reconquista. Rage Against the Machine, those communist propagandists pushed by Viacom and MTV. They're really all ganging up on this one girl. This girl's crazy. If that was me trying to do this, I would get my head stomped in so fast. I could probably take on 10 to 20 of them, but then ultimately, like a zombie horde out of dystopian sci-fi movie, I'd get my head stomped. Yeah, and Europeans don't have a homeland to go flee to and make Aliyah to, because they're doing this all throughout Europe as well. The Jews are always like, oh, it's not safe anymore in America. They got Israel to go to. Not that it's so safe there either, though. But still. Oh, they sprayed her with some kind of spray? Violent mobs everywhere. And LA is a mess. There's crime and homelessness and filth and graffiti everywhere and traffic and smog. It's just the absolute worst.
You know what the fuck is going on, right? Everybody, bro. That's the whole fucking issue. I don't give a fuck. That's my fucking truth, bro. Motherfuckers want to do some grimy shit. They kill 4 of my fucking kids, bro. That's why I showed up out here tonight, because all you motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck is going on. That's the whole fucking issue. People from Long Beach, bro. Alright, that's not me. Exactly. Why would you think I would show up out here? Why would you think I would show up out here? I wouldn't be showing my face out here.
Dude. You're an evil white person to not want to have all of this taking over your city, right? Am I right?
Bro, straight up, bro. This is my fucking truth, bro. I know, but you saying me? Doing some crime and everybody caught up, bro.
All this is going to be a real big wake-up call for white people around America and the world.
Send her in the front line! Send her to the front line!
Send her to the front line, he says. And as predicted, unsurprisingly, this got started in LA and it's spreading to every major city around the country now. This is New York. I'm here in New York, Dallas. I'm sure it'll be Seattle too. Minnesota, I'm sure.
Is this what you get paid to do?
Will Bone says, you was because he was Christ-cucked and left the Abrahamic plantation, and now I'm still blocked by you on X. Well, sounds like you probably deserved it, but if you want to be unblocked, send me an email with your @ and I will unblock you. I'm forgiving. Yeah, I do need an apology for him. You're right. $10 apology minimum, right? Send your letters, P.O. Box. My P.O. Box is in the description below. Send in a letter with an apology and your testimonial, how you used to hate me and you lied about me, and then you learned I was right, and you're super sorry, and you're going to join the Green Pill Army, and I will unblock you. Only fair. Who could have ever imagined this would happen, huh? R.I.P. Brian Wilson, Beach Boy, died today. The GOAT, the musical genius. Who could have known this would happen? God only knows. Yeah, I'll read the apology letters on air. Beach Boys was the first album I ever owned. And it was the only album I owned for a long time. Tape cassette. I had a little like Sony, what are they called? Talk Boy or whatever. And I just had only one tape cassette, Beach Boys' greatest hits. And I just listened to it over and over and over again. White Boy Summer, Beach Boy Summer. And I still love it. Play it for my kids. It's wholesome. It's Americana. It's West Coast. We don't have music. They don't make them like this anymore, guys. No auto-tune. And I don't care that he talks about God. I still love it. Jack Stone, your first CD was Beach Boys' Greatest Hits too? My dad bought it for me. We're going to play some more at the end. All right, President of Mexican Senate says that they want to, like, when they tell you what they want, what their agenda is, believe them. I was at Trump Tower when Trump was elected and said, we're rapists and murderers, probably. About to assume the role. Yes, we'll build the wall, we'll pay for it, but we'll do it according to the map of Mexico of 1830. You lost. Yeah. This is what they want. This is what they want. This is what they want, okay? This is what we're up against. No, they don't just want to come here for a better life. They want to conquer.
Mínimo una cuarta parte del territorio norteamericano era parte de México hasta 1840.
Yeah, a lot of you in the chat probably never even had cassette tapes, huh?
Nosotros estábamos asentados ahí.
Some of you maybe never even had CDs.
La nación hoy conocida como Estados Unidos. Los tratados de Guadalupe Hidalgo establecen con esta geografía.
Yeah. Oh, you guys would do so much with it. I'm sure it'd be just amazing if you guys spread Mexico all over America.
Los mexicanos y mexicanas que están asentados en ese lugar están asentados en lo que ha sido su patria.
All right. Heard enough. We got it. We saw your map. Governor Newsom calls Trump a dictator in his latest statement.
Balances. This is about you. California may be first, but it clearly will not end here. Other states are next. Democracy is next. Democracy is under assault before our eyes. This moment we have feared has arrived.
Democracy.
He's taking a wrecking.
Hey, don't talk to me about democracy when you're all for legalizing all these people that came in illegally and then give them voting rights and don't even check voter IDs or anything, letting illegals vote, and then talk about democracy.
A wrecking ball to our founding fathers' historic project.
The football player's on Twitter saying that he effed his wife, which I think is fucked up and awful if it really did happen. And if it didn't happen, it's also some bullshit.
3 co-equal branches of independent government.
I hope he didn't get
No longer
cuffed.
any checks and balances. Congress is nowhere to be. This is about you. California may be first, but it clearly will not end here. Other states are next. Democracy is next. Democracy is under assault before our eyes. This
Democracy.
We have feared.
You mean all of these communists that want to have the Soviet Union like that democracy?
Has arrived. He's taking a wrecking ball to our founding fathers' historic project. 3 co-equal branches of independent government. There are no longer any checks and balances. Congress is nowhere to be. This is about you.
All right. He's going real tough guy mode. Arrest me. I'm the badass. Arrest me, Trump. That would be.
I mean, it's, again,
that would be
sober
funny.
and serious moment. Meanwhile, can I just add, and this is why I told the president, just get it over with. Arrest me. Move on. If you need some head to scalp, do it with me, but stop messing with these kids. Stop messing with 4-year-olds, kids in elementary school. We've got kids. We have hundreds of graduations down here. Kids are not going in their own graduations. Families, grandparents here illegally, mixed status families in some cases, scared to death to go to a graduation. People are scared to walk down the streets. It's not just Home Depot. It's getting their car washed. We have incidences. I didn't believe it because what was I thinking? I actually believe when they said this is not true. But then I saw videos. They're doing checkpoints, checking people's IDs. We've never seen this kind of deployment in so many actions. It's mass panic out here in the nation's largest county, in the nation's largest state. Good, hardworking people, decent people. These are not the criminals.
Well, can't they be good and hardworking and decent in Mexico? Illegally.
These are not the thugs.
Oh, I'm sure. They're going after a bunch of thugs. He's trying to cherry pick maybe one thing to completely misrepresent what's happening. Oh, there's no violent thugs in L.A., in California? It's probably millions of them. Gangsters. That's why you go through so much of California, these areas, these big... The black mayor of L.A. says that the looting of the Nike stores was provoked by Donald Trump. Didn't do nothing, huh? She just hates white people and will place blame everywhere from anywhere than where it belongs.
Because a week ago, everything was peaceful in the city of Los Angeles and in all of the representatives behind me.
Oh, it was just a utopia in Los Angeles. I don't know if you guys have been to Los Angeles. I go up to LA to get my shirts. It's much cheaper there to get it. Lower rent, probably more competition. Anyway, the shirts are cheaper up there, so I go out to take the drive. It is a shithole. It is a complete shithole in LA. She says, it was totally great. Everything was fine and dandy in LA. The jails are over. The prisons and jails are overflowing. Crime and violence everywhere. Graffiti everywhere. Homeless everywhere. But Trump wanted to get out some of the illegals like he promised. And now they're looting the stores, and it's all Trump's fault. Who elects clowns like this?
In their cities as well. A week ago, everything was peaceful in the city of Los Angeles and in all of the began to be difficult on Friday when raids took place. And it's important that I begin there because that is the cause of the problems that have happened in the city of Los Angeles and other cities.
So we try to enforce the law and have borders and have law and order, and that's too much. They're justified to riot if we want to enforce the laws and have a nation with borders. You understand what they're excusing here is Marxist, communist, La Raza revolutionaries. We played the Mexican dude yesterday, one of the protesters, rioters. He's like, yeah, we want to have the Soviet Union model. We need real communism, real socialism, like the Soviets had in America. We're against capitalism and white people and white supremacy. La raza, you evil whites. Like, this is what she's excusing. Dude, it's so shit.
This was a this was provoked by the White House. The reason why, we don't know. A week ago, everything was peaceful.
Looters break into Adidas and LAPD, does nothing.
Oh, they're breaking in.
Remember when Joe Rogan said it was a bunch of white people that were looting the Nike store?
Are they breaking in? Oh, they're breaking in. Oh, they got into the store.